In Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight, it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can...
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now back to throw. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Well, 3 and out to start the game would have been a real disappointment. So this is a nice job of finding something you think will work and executing it. And they're able to keep this opening drive going.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. Chubb will get the call running left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Drops it off for Chubb. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the...
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Deshaun Watson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. Here we go. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here we go. Here's 2nd and 10. Here we go. Here's Burrow. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I'm fine, ready?
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, it could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Now it's Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Bengals at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. And that looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
11.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Defensively, Ogbonnia Okoronkwo made the stop. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
I'm 1, ready? Stop!
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Mixon again, but he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
3rd and goal, Burrow buying time to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
McPherson's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time.
They've got his man complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown. Nick Chubb, 78 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Oh, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
Well, these two teams, they met up earlier in the year back in week 2. And it was the visiting Bengals who came away with the victory in that one. So they'll look to take the season series now here at home in Cincinnati.
11.
Burrow on play action. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Looking deep here for Chase.
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown Bengals.
Ja'Marr Chase.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Bengals have got it back to within a score.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Evan McPherson for the extra point.
And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with
and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
T. Higgins, 84 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. McPherson now for the extra point.
And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. 3rd and 2, Watson.
He's going to have the first down and then some.
And all the way up to the 37-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Watson now to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, Watson eluding the pressure right. That's out to Chubb, complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night?
On 2, ready?
It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Good start. 11.
Once again, they run with Mixon.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here we go.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 44-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Here we go.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow.
Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Burrow on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. That is caught. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Mixing up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Dancing to his left. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Here is 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. On the right side, open is Gesicki. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
McPherson's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Quick throw completed by Watson. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2nd and 9. Now Watson.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 28. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. They pitch it to Chubb.
Tackled there by Jordan Battle.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 5.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Watson flushed out right. This will be caught at the 2. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Now the try here for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Here we go.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
11-90.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
11.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now the Bengals on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Burrow looking to pass. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 30 yards there.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the fourth quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens, things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Watson off play action. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. That's one heck of a 3rd down conversion, a pickup of 39. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Flush to his right. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
So on 4th down, Kevin Stefanski trots out the field goal unit.
He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Watson and the Browns now with a first and 10.
On their side of midfield at the 47. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he's got some space here. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
70 yards rushing now for Chubb and a first down as well.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season.
And the Browns have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
On the return is Jones from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
I'm fine, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Now it's Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Get set.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
Get set.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up.